it great not being a TO anymore?
I'm so
Not
free.
having to deal with that.
I'm so
how
free.
exhausting
That's
it is.
crazy. Because it would have been probably identical twins. Yep. Green Inkling, white Peach.
We got
the likes of
we
which
got the
I've
classics.
seen before. Yeah. A very 2019 match. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say about this.
That is true, yeah. Back when Inkling was young and like impressionable, and we all thought that Inkling was going to go places.
I think the downplay on this character is still a little insane, but I think...
I think it's one of those things where, like, Inkling on paper is like a very good character. The problem is they have to work so much harder to get the same thing that, like, for example, like, Kazuya gets in, like, a couple interactions.
Yeah, in fact, my thing about Inkling is the entire Inkling power fantasy is fulfilled by Mithra.
Yeah.
So, although Inkling does, I think I'd say Inkling has, like, better kill power than damage and more consistency there than Mithra for sure. You have Mithra in terms of just like
the mobility.
Everything you want from this character, Mithra gives you. So it's like
and then you can press down B and get a kill button.
Yeah, you get better Ike, which
True.
is insane. But yeah.
All right, first stock
really
going to Doctorpat.
We're gonna see some Peach bombos. Although I never really saw Pat as the kind of Peach that was going for the Muta's break your hand stuff. It was always the like, I'm gonna win neutral consistently, and I'm gonna hammer in my little rewards as it were. Yeah,
because I think it's Richard's more the input demon.
Yep.
Whereas Doctorpat's the one who and Toad obviously kind of like in between. But Doctorpat primarily is I'm going to get neutral. I'm going to hit you as much as I can, and then I'm going to get neutral again. And
I think even the difference between Pat and Toad is that Toad would always wait for you to swing first.
Yeah.
Toad would never be the person to engage. But I really love how Pat, like, I mean, from not TOing the locals that Toad James Grand Finals, I really like how Toad is, Pat is, you know, he's playing super aggressively. He knows that his buttons can do so much in bully here. This right now is like dead even, right outside Booyah percents. Yeah.
Now I wonder if I'm assuming Booyah was either the ink that made it not work or just like barely
I think it was
outside.
just out of range.
Yeah, because he had a lot of rage too.
Yeah, it's usually like 80-90ish, I think, on Peach.
She is floating back. Here, gonna take it though.
Yep. And this is big. Let's see if Pat can take the rage to extend here.
Oh, messing up the combo.
That's still 12 off a single turnip throw though.
That's true. The worst turnip too.
Yeah. That should be dead though.
Nah.
F throw does nothing.
Yeah, F throw is set knockback, so it's not going to kill at all.
Yeah, and flow is so good for dealing with those aggressive F throws. 219, Jesus Christ.
Peach should not be living over 200.
Yeah. At this point, Pat knows he just wants to swing and get some hits in before the stock goes. Because this stock has a ticking time bomb on it.
Now, if I were Pat, I would just run up and up tilt. or die.
Or die. Get hit by a slide off platform, like it dropped through platform bear.
Well, because Peach's up tilt pretty has a lot of disjoint, and obviously Sisyphus wants the back air. It's such a good option to kill.
Yeah, and right now Sisyphus swing momentum back in his favor. That ink is just adding up really fast here.
Yeah, almost getting relatively low. All right, inked up.
It's a great ledge trap. Tipper down smash. Back to ledge, but ledge is still scary, like so.
Yeah, this is where Sisyphus does really well. Oh, great down air to stop the up air.
Yeah.
Now
it looks like a resetting neutral again, so.
All right, winky face.
F smash into, oh.
I think that was a forward air, but another winky face. No, it wasn't a winky face. Up air.
Up air, gonna do it.
Falling up air.
Wow, that was so clean from Sisyphus for that last stock there. That was some really, really good stuff. I always wondered why they never used the like victory theme from Splatoon proper for Inkling's victory. I think it loops and it's good.
Yeah, I'm like they probably would if it was now, if Inkling came out now, because obviously, well, I guess Cloud already had that.
Yeah, Cloud already had it by the time.
Yeah.
They have the bam, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Yeah, you know what? That is weird that they didn't do that.
It's a pretty iconic victory theme too. I think it works really well. So
I'm happy at least that the Earthbound characters do not have that. The mother characters, because that music can get copyrighted. for all of you who do production, which is all 2 of us.
I did production for a while.
You did production.
I will say, the song I got copyright claimed on the most while here was Cynthia Theme.
Was what?
Cynthia Theme. More than any Square
Interesting.
music.
I've never gotten Cynthia.
More than any Square music. Because I think it was just some like copyright claim troll. It wasn't real. It wasn't like Nintendo claiming me. It
Right.
was,
Those I don't count
but
those.
Squeenix is the one who's like, I hate you and I want you to
100%.
die.
It is because I did the research on it. It is obviously I had to. It's Dragon Quest music. It's a hard no. It's not really good for Smash anyway. For like regular stages.
It's midis anyway.
Yeah.
Because of a certain conductor.
It's that. It's Earthbound music. It's pretty much all the Final Fantasy music except for the two combat songs from Advent Children.
Yeah.
And some of the new songs. Unfortunately, some of the best songs in Final Fantasy music.
Oh, the Era theme remix is so good though.
And then also everyone's favorite, Ring a Ding. Pour one out. I'm so sad Ring a Ding gets hit.
Shout out to Carmen, bro.
Right?
Shout out to Soulcast.
Wiki
That's
Base.
a name no one knows. Anyway, back to the match. Yeah, I mean, they're just jockeying at each other. It's super even right now. They're trading hits and neutral wins.
That's right. Sisyphus did win game 1. I had to think about it.
Yeah. That was a really, really, really great. Just sniping how Doctorpat wanted to land there.
Oh, interesting. Just doing was that a neutral B into jab into neutral B?
Yeah. You want to get
Is
as
that
much ink
true?
as possible. I don't know if it's true. God.
Oh, it was probably a reset just because he knows that Peaches generally want to float at like
Yeah.
regular height.
And all the ink is going to add up really fast. Although, looks like he's ungunked. That Nair should take it. 38's so doable for Peach. But like,
Yeah, doing it again.
and by 38 I mean 55.
Oh, I see. It was neutral B into jab, like the rapid fire jab.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was like, how do you have time to pull out neutral B again? Pat trying to get some kind of comeback.
Yeah. And Sisyphus using that ink to a super big advantage. Just all of the multiplier on the damage adding up is so crazy. Doctorpat's at 138. The solution, of course, was to not lose neutral, but even still, it's like, that's so rough. Because now this is like anything kills. Well, it's Inkling, so not anything kills, but like a lot of things kill.
Yeah, keep in mind, Doctorpat did live to 219% last
That's
game.
true. Yeah, this back throw is staled. That's rough.
Yeah, I mean that's why I always try to tell people like, sailing isn't really a thing in this game, but it also is a thing when you want it to when you want
Sailing
it.
is only relevant when it's gonna ruin your life.
Yes, that's the only time it feels like it procs is when it. Oh,
Ah!
bomb!
Okay.
All right, just getting rid of it. I'm so used to, like, I always think about Brawl sailing where it was punishing.
Yeah.
This one is like, if it's like barely gonna kill, it's not gonna kill, but like, you're fine. Yeah, Pat has to recover high.
It's a really good back throw here. If I'm Pat, I need to win off this ledge trap, or I think that's over.
Yeah, he can't let Sisyphus take the stage again.
Which he gets, so. All right. 90
Getting a
something.
jab.
Turn up in hand Inkling. Not really sure if Inkling could do much off that, but
Oh
falling
my
into
gosh.
bomb is so rough.
All right, at least Doctorpat trying to get some kind of comeback. At least avoids the JV2. 43, now, hold up. I can only say hold up because it's Inkling.
That is true. We got a few more. We got a few more ups to hold. Okay, I think we have 1.5 more ups.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah, we have one more interaction. That's going to be it probably. And you know Doctorpat's thinking about that. He knows that if he gets hit again, he probably back throw.
Back from
Nah, not yet.
Oh, that up air kills stuff for sure.
This
Yeah.
is winning with so many up airs.
Yeah, I mean, that's like what Inkling wants, right? Like that's like the dream condition. Cover
Yeah.
in ink and then just hit a bunch of straight neutral aerials until suddenly, wow, I'm at like 140. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Peach obviously wants to be in the air a lot, so
Yeah.
even falling up air is a solid option.